Tengo una confesión. A mí no me gustaba la música de Bad Bunny. Yo escucho rock, yo escucho pop viejo. No escucho música moderna, pero creo que Bad Bunny es muy bueno para aprender español. Así que hoy vamos a aprender español con Bad Bunny. Escuchemos. La primera canción, escuchemos NUEVAYoL.
Si te quieres divertir, con encanto y con primor.
Si te quieres divertir, if you want to have fun, con encanto y con primor, with charm and grace, solo tienes que vivir un verano en Nueva York, one summer to New York. The verb querer plus infinitive will tell you something you want to do. You conjugate the first verb, querer becomes quieres, and you leave the second part in the infinitive, quieres divertir. Tener más que más el infinitivo. Super helpful to talk about things you have to do. There's an urgency. You have to live here. Look out for these combinations in Spanish. They're very, very important and used all over the place. You'll actually learn quicker if you memorize this combination instead of separate words.
Debí tirar más fotos, dejándote tuve. Debí darte besos y abrazos.
It doesn't seem right for a song to be so fun and so sad at the same time. Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. I should have taken more photos of when I had you. Debí darte más besos y abrazos. I should have given you more kisses and hugs. Las veces que pude, the times I could have, when I could. We have a similar circumstance with verbs here. We have a combination verb of deber plus the infinitive. The difference is that here we're talking about the past tense, el pretérito, and we have two verbs in the pretérito in the first sentence. Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. And the preterite tense is perfect for actions that were completed in the past, things you can't go back and fix. If you want more information about the differences in different past tenses, check the video right here. I wonder if this is based on someone real and if that person is out there and how they feel about having hundreds of millions of people getting a little bit emotional about their past life with Bad Bunny.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda.
Oh, I love the video of this song, actually. It's pretty good. I think that's a great thing you could do if you're interested in Bad Bunny. Join a salsa class and, not only learn how to say new words, but also move in different ways. Kind of like a similar skill to learn to dance and learn to speak a new language. Mientras uno está vivo, while one is alive, uno debe amar lo que más pueda. One should love as much as they're able to. You should love as much as you can. This phrase is really interesting for learners because in English, you usually say things like, you have to do this while you're alive. You need to go to this place. In Spanish, sometimes we replace that with uno or one. So instead of saying, you have to live your life, we would say, uno tiene que vivir la vida. It's kind of similar like that old school English of saying one must behave a certain way. But in Spanish, it's very common to use it. It doesn't sound old-fashioned at all. Again, we have this very catchy tune with very sad, nostalgic lyrics. Number two, we see again the combination of the verb deber plus an infinitive. Uno debe amar. One must love, or you must love.
Que mucho yo te quería, pero ya tú no me caes bien.
I love the little frogs dancing in a strip club. What a combination of emotions, just like his other songs. Que mucho yo te quería, how much I used to love you. Pero ya tú no me caes bien. But now I don't like you anymore. Que mucho yo te quería. Notice that he's saying quería. This is the imperfect. With the use of this verb, he's not saying, oh, I loved you once or I loved you during that year. He's saying, I used to love you so much. Time stretches here, which makes it a little bit sadder. He's saying, but now I don't like you. And I don't know, do I even believe that with this use of the verb? Now let's talk about this no me caes bien. This is an interesting thing in Spanish. Caer means to fall. So to fall on someone well or fall on someone bad, it's kind of the way we say we like someone. Not romantically, but just as a person, as hanging out or something. I'm not really talking about someone falling. It's just the way we talk about enjoying someone else's company or liking someone else. Bad Bunny me cae bien.
Tití me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
Okay, wow, classic Bad Bunny, huh? Tití me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Titi asked me if I had a lot of girlfriends. Let's start with this verb. Titi me preguntó. Titi asked me. Interesting that in Spanish we switch that object pronoun. In English you say, he asked me. In Spanish you say, he me asked. Pay attention to that because in Spanish, you will always see that pronoun before the verb. Object pronouns are very important to make your Spanish sound very natural. You'll see these pronouns a lot in Spanish in expressions like lo sé, I know, or I know it. It's kind of like it, I know, lo sé. Or lo tengo, I have it, I have. Lo veo, I see it. So if you translate word by word from English, it will be like, what is going on with Spanish? But if you know how pronouns are used in Spanish in general, these expressions will just become way easier to understand. It's really such a small thing. It's just 2 or 3 letters in every pronoun, but it really makes such a big difference.
Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP.
Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP. I'm going to take them all to a VIP. Talking any kind of standard Spanish, you would have to say, me las voy a llevar a todas para un VIP. Notice how he's combining these words, me las voy, instead of me las voy a llevar. Pa un VIP, para un VIP. Y claro, VIP no existe en español, sino debería ser persona muy importante. PMI. So you'll hear a lot of this English influence in Bad Bunny's lyrics, but that doesn't mean that Bad Bunny is speaking Spanish badly. This is just how Puerto Rican Spanish works. It's 100% Spanish, it's 100% valid. Bueno, resulta que tienen razón y Bad Bunny es muy bueno. It's not my kind of music, but such great rhythms and songs, great lyrics. I would encourage you to keep listening to his music. Don't feel intimidated if you don't understand everything he's saying. I don't understand everything he's saying. Don't feel obliged to study it or like that you have to focus a lot. Enjoy the process of listening to his songs and let your brain absorb what it can from his lyrics. Sigue escuchando música, mirando películas o haciendo todas las actividades que disfrutes en español. And if you would like to do this with another artist, is there someone you would recommend? Let me know in the comments and I will see you next time. Adios.